Why the mirrors broke after the darkness and the dweller offered our new universal order is where we are today. Roaring Twenties now return to January 31, 2020 on a complete day of 9. We know most all those of the Chem are those chosen to serve as the shards of the mirrors of the 32 original immortals. Original 10 islands of Atlantis had the original 10 sons of my father Thoth me. I was the chosen as Thoth. It is pronounced as oath with a T. We are those who were in the beginning of the original dweller and have returned. We never really left but come and go in these light bodies as the chosen golden children of light. We then share that which was of the original absolute monad. The original source of the all which was the beginning. When I appeared much later as in quadrillions of Earth years around the Sun in this small Milky Way galaxy, I was born. Born a soul of the older ones who came before of the original dweller before the light and before the dark. When time did not exist. Time was not contemplated. Time and the great power called gravity had not yet been invented when I was born into a soul. Eternal souls were first before we came down into the gods, then demigods, and then the man body of the clay born. We went down into the lower universes as we descended to become more than we were as original souls. We went up as in ascending as we learned to ascend to become original souls before we became two. There was an original wholeness to the dweller before the separation. The separation of all that became the original source of the original 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 became 10 plus 1 and then plus 2 for 12. Magic of alchemy came with the 3 and the power set inside this place in space for nature with natural spin. Spin up and spin down came before gravity came. May eons have gone by since we traveled as the higher gods and the lower gods. Many have been created as souls of both the upper and lower and the light and the dark. We accept that the dweller was before, so we say that God as we know the original source to be absolute. Absolute one God as the monad which was all as in nothing before became something and then the knowing. The absolute inner and outer spin of that place in something of the whole became the dark and the light. The wind and the force of gravity came after the fire and water and the sun and the moon and the day and night. In order to understand that which is now considered time travel, one must accept that the mirror has been broken in. Life is inside each and every shard as consciousness, and the essence of the original dweller is in all things made possible by the original soul which was here before we arrived on Earth and formed Atlantis. Before that land of the Mu or Pangea. There were other places in space before there were orbs with gravity. Think on dimensions and realms and the spin of that which came first as the swell of the oceans and seas. Fire and the sun was the home of something seen before for the light and all that returns to the children who came before. There will always be that which has come before, and we travel in and out of this existence. We travel wherever we so choose as long as it pleases our Lord and our God, the original dweller of the One Absolute.